Good afternoon. I am Maureen Bellino, the District Clerk for the Putnam Valley Central School District, and I welcome you to our reorganizational and business meeting of the Putnam Valley Board of Education. Following the reorganizational portion of the meeting on this agenda, the agenda will continue on with the business meeting items. We ask that you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The first order of business at this meeting is to administer the oath of office to our newly elected trustees, Ms. Janine Rufo and Mr. Ralph Smith, who will be sworn in this afternoon for a three-year term each. Ms. Rufo, would you please stand and recite and then sign your oath of office, which is from Article 13-1 of the New York State Constitution?
I, Janine Rufo, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Trustee of the Board of Education according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. You are now officially re-elected as a member of the Board of Education. Mr. Smith, would you please stand and recite and sign your oath of office, which is from Article 13-1 of the New York State Constitution?
I, Ralph Smith, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Trustee, Board of Education, according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. You are now officially re-elected as a member of the Board of Education. The next order of business this afternoon is to call for nominations for the office of President of the Putnam Valley Board of Education. I ask for a nomination.
I'll nominate Janine Rufo for the Board of Education President.
Second.
Ms. Rufo, do you accept the nomination?
Yes, I do.
Do we have Mr. Cohen, you seconded it? Any further nominations?
Second.
Call for a vote. All in favor of Ms. Rufo for the office of President?
Aye.
Ms. Rufo, would you please stand and recite the oath of office for President of the Board of Education?
I, Janine Rufo, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of President of the Board of Education according to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Ms. Rufo. Congratulations. And we now turn the meeting over to you for the next order of business, which will be to elect the Vice President of the Board. Just need a moment.
Okay. Now I have to go over there now? Okay, so the next order of business, welcome again. The next order of business is to accept nominations for the office of Vice President. Do I have any nominations for the?
I nominate Joe Ferraro for the office of Vice President of Putnam Valley Board of Education.
Second.
Mr. Ferraro, do you accept the nomination?
I do.
I move the closed nominations.
Second.
All in favor for Joe Ferraro for the position of Vice President?
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Ferraro, will you please recite the oath of office?
I, Joseph Ferraro, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will fully discharge the duties of the office of Vice President of Board of Education according to the best of my ability.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Bellino, for getting this all organized so nicely. Something we have to do every year. And the next order of business is the oath of office for our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Frances Wills.
I, Dr. Frances Wills, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of the Superintendent of Schools of the Putnam Valley Central School District, effective July 1, 2016, according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. That's not a vote, that's just an oath of office, right? Right, okay. All right, well, congratulations to all. And that was a very short agenda, but we do want to open it up to any contribution, any public comments on what we have occurred so far. Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. Mr. Farrar, will you please read number 1?
This is tough. Resolved to approve consent agenda for personnel and other appointments as per items 2 through 44 are presented to the Board of Education at this meeting.
Second.
Questions or comments?
In the past, I would go through all the items and to entertain you of what these 44 items are. There's no reason to do this. These are all the positions in the district: the treasurer, the claims auditor, the medical auditor, the board of registration, the audit committee, the treasurers in each building, the people who take care of the money in each building, the DASA people, the school safety officers. It keeps going on, this list of 44. So that's what this is about. I'm not going to bore you with it. You have the list in front of you. For those who are watching us on TV, if you go online, as soon as you go online, the meeting will come up. The meetings do come up, and you'll be able to see the details of who we just appointed, the 44 people.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just like to make one announcement. Of all the people we just appointed, we would like to thank Dr. Rhonda Kaufman for being the district dentist at no charge and no benefits.
Thank you. Okay, moving on then to new business. Go through the...
No, I think you want to
Other
do the
business, another
other consent.
Oh, the other consent, right, sorry.
Yes.
I skipped.
Okay. Resolved to approve consent agenda other business items 2 through 33 as presented to the board at this meeting.
Second,
Questions or comments?
again, these are the normal things that we would have at our meeting. The minutes from the last meeting, we have to approve them, and as you see, the 4 of us have no comments about, they're fine. We're going to designate what banks we're going to put our deposits in and banks we're going to use. We're going to say that there will be funds in each of the buildings and for each of the organizations, petty cash, and who will maintain them. We're going to talk about who's going to open the bids when they come in and how we're going to process the bids. We talk about what organizations the superintendent belongs to and we belong to. The main one is the New York State School Boards Association, the Lower Hudson, help me, Fran, of superintendents.
Superintendents, yes.
Yes, of the superintendent. So those are the organizations that we belong to. We talk about internet protection for the children. We talk about who the internal and external auditors are. We talk about health and welfare contracts. And what those are is for students who are going to other districts for various reasons, special education and private schools in the district. We have to pay the health costs. So and this goes on. And we also talk about who the lawyers are.
It's the business of the district that we have to do every year. All in favor? Aye. Okay, now going on to new business.
Resolved on the recommendation of Superintendent of Schools to appoint Leanne Johnson to a 4-year probationary term as an elementary teacher, grade 6, commencing on August 31st, 2016, and terminating on August 30th, 2020, in the tenure area of elementary education at the Putnam Valley Middle School on Step 1 Masters of the PVFT salary schedule. Ms. Johnson holds childhood 1 through 6 certification. In order to be eligible for appointment to tenure, said employee must receive at least 3 annual personal performance ratings of effective or highly effective during the 4-year probationary term and may not receive an ineffective rating in the final year of probation.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
And please, I would like to welcome Leanne Johnson and the family.
Thank you for bringing your family, that's lovely. And thank you for sharing her with us. Okay. Number 2.
Resolved on the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools to appoint Jamie Magnieri to a 4-year probationary term as an ELA reading teacher, grade 6, commencing on August 31st, 2016, and terminating August 30th,
Excuse me.
bless you, 2020, in the tenure area of literacy 1 through 6, childhood education 1 through 6 at the middle school on step 1MA of the PVFT salary schedule. Ms. Magnieri holds childhood education 1 through 6, early childhood B through 2, and literacy 1 through 6 certifications. In order to be eligible for appointment to tenure, said employee must receive at least 3 APPR readings of effective or highly effective during the 4-year probationary term and may not receive an ineffective rating in the final year of probation.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye.
Congratulations, Jamie.
Moving on to number 3.
I've got to ask Brandon, how do you say your last name?
Wish. He's not here tonight.
Oh, that's
But
not
he
that
couldn't
one.
make it, but
Okay.
Brendan Wish. Wish.
Thank you very much. Resolved on recommendation of the superintendent of schools to appoint Brandon Wish to a 4-year probationary term as an elementary teacher, commencing on August 31st, 2016, and terminating on August 30th, 2020, in the tenure area of 1 to 6 childhood / 1 to 6 literacy at the elementary school on step 2A masters of the PVFT salary schedule. Mr. Wish holds childhood education grades 1 to 6 and literacy birth to grade 6 certifications. In order to be eligible for appointment to tenure, said employee must receive at least 3 APPR ratings of effective or highly effective during the 4-year probationary term and may not receive an ineffective rating in the final year of probation.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 4.
Resolved on the recommendation of Superintendent of Schools to appoint Eric Meyer to a 4-year probationary term as an ESOL teacher commencing on August 31st, 2016, and terminating on August 30th, 2020, in the tenure area of ESOL at the Putnam Valley Middle School on Step 1A Masters of the PVFT salary schedule. Mr. Meyer has pending ESOL grade K-12 and students with disability grade 7-12 initial certification and social studies grade 7-12 professional certification. In order to be eligible for appointment for tenure, said employee must receive at least 3 APPR ratings of effective or highly effective during the 4-year probationary term and may not receive an ineffective rating in the final year of probation.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye.
Congratulations.
This is a fun meeting. Okay. Number 5. Who we up to?
Resolved on the recommendation of the superintendent of schools to appoint Nanette Romanello to a 4-year probationary term as a special education teacher commencing on August 31st, 2016, and terminating on August 30th, 2020, in the tenure area of special education at the elementary school on Step 1A MA of the PVFT salary schedule. Ms. Romanello holds students with disabilities grades 1 through 6 and childhood education grades 1 through 6 initial certifications. In order to be eligible for appointment to tenure, said employee must receive at least 3 APPR ratings of effective or highly effective during the 4-year probationary term and may not receive an ineffective rating in the final year of probation.
Second.
Questions or comments? This is not a stranger to the Putnam Valley Schools, so welcome to your new role. All in favor? Aye. Number 6.
Resolved on recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools to appoint Alice Ware Polly as a part-time, that's .45 full-time equivalent, district-wide behavior analyst commencing on August 31st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017 on Step 1A Masters prorated of the PVFT salary schedule. Ms. Polly is a board-certified behavior analyst and holds special education birth to grade 6 certification.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Number 7.
Resolved on recommendation of Superintendent of Schools to appoint Laura Sherwood as a 12-month computer support specialist at the district middle school, effective July 1st, 2016, on Step 10 of the 12-month computer specialist CSEA salary schedule.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 8.
Resolved on the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools to appoint Catherine Rosano to a 26-week probationary appointment effective July 18th, 2016 through January 18th, 2016 as a senior office assistant in the Putnam Valley Central School District Athletic Department on Step 10 of the CSEA salary schedule. Ms. Rosano is transferring into the position from a similar position at the Hartsdale School District, Westchester County Civil Service.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 9.
Resolved on recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools to appoint Daniel Mahoney to a provisional appointment effective July 18th, 2016 as an audio-visual technology support specialist, media specialist, at the high school on Step 5 of the CSEA salary schedule.
Second.
Questions or comments? Is Mr. Mahoney here by any chance?
No. That's Mr. Mahoney for those in the audience.
So running our camera. And welcome aboard in this new official capacity. All in favor? Aye. You can just wave if you don't want to come up and shake our hand.
Turn the camera, Lee, so they can see you waving.
Number 10.
Resolved on recommendation of Superintendent of Schools to appoint Erin Keene to a 1-year leave replacement as a second-grade teacher at the elementary school effective August 31st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017, or sooner at the discretion of the Board of Education on Step 1A Masters of the PVFT salary schedule. Ms. Keene holds childhood 1 through 6, literacy B through 6, and students with disability 1 through 6.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Keene is here.
Up to number 11.
Be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Putnam Valley Central School District hereby adopts its annual professional performance review APPR plan for classroom teachers and building principals covered under Education Law Section 3012D for the 2016-17 school year, and therefore, as approved by the State Education Department, which shall remain in full force and effect until such time as the negotiable provisions of a subsequent APPR plan are agreed upon and approved by the Commissioner of Education.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Number 12.
Resolved on recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools to approve the 2015 to 2017 Professional Development Plan for the district as per document number 8/17 attached to the agenda and official minutes of this meeting.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 13. Yes.
Whereas the negotiating teams for the district and the Civil Service Employees Association, Local 1000, AFSCME, AFL-CIO, Putnam County Local 840, the Union for the Putnam Valley Central School District, CSEA, executed a memorandum of agreement on July 8, 2016, calling for the creation of a 4-year successor collectively negotiated agreement to the one that expired on June 30th, 2016, and whereas legislative approval is required by the Board of Education in order to implement the funding of said agreement, now therefore be it resolved that the Board hereby ratifies the memorandum of agreement between the district and the CSEA as per document 16/17, covered the period from July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2020, and authorize the funding of those monies necessary to implement the provisions of the 2016-2020 collective negotiated agreement.
Second.
Questions or comments? I would like, on behalf of the board, to thank Ms. Jill Figuerella and everyone in both parties for their good faith negotiation and the work to have this memorandum of agreement happen. I think Ms. Figuerella has such a air of fairness that we were able to come to this agreement. So thank you, and thank everybody who worked so hard. All in favor?
Aye.
And number 14.
Resolved to approve the Kinder Camp program for August 16th through August 19th, 2016, and appoint the following people to the noted positions at the contractual rate of pay. Carrie Burdette, teacher. Barbara DeMay, teacher. Patty Barone, aide. Melissa Keeler, aide. Kathy Hill, nurse, time to be used towards flex time for the 2016-17 school year. Jacqueline Leclerc, substitute nurse. Michelle Lucier, occupational therapist.
Second.
Questions or comments?
This is a program that was started for our children who are going to be entering kindergarten. They could come to school for a couple of days during the week, 1 week during the summer, and learn about what school is like.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I'd like to open it up to public comment on any item. Okay.
Just like to quickly recognize 2 of our students that the LOHUD people recognized in lacrosse. Maddie Deegan in girls lacrosse, and Stephanie Wagner, Jacqueline Phillips, and Caitlin Phillips in softball have made honorable mention all section, and that was in the paper since our last meeting.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations to them. Anything from the board? Okay. So,
Our next meeting, I just wanted, August 25th. Our next meeting is August 25th. Just be aware that if a lot of people get hired and we have to meet, we might have an emergency meeting earlier on, and that'll be posted on our website. But our next regularly full meeting will be August 25th, where hopefully we'll dot all the i's so school will start the following week.
I would like now resolve to convene an executive session for 5 matters of the employment histories of 5 particular persons, after which time no further business will be conducted.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Good afternoon, everyone. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful day.